Yes. Aha. Namaste, everyone. Hello, Joy. How are you doing?
Oh, hello. I'm very, very hot. It's like 30 degrees here. So
Aha. You should live in India for 1 year and you will not say these things then. Because
Or Saudi
30
Arabia.
or Saudi Arabia, yeah. Yeah. Ask Eva this. She lives in US and also in Saudi and Albania and knows now all the different kind of weather, huh? Good. But I mean, today only I was telling to my son of my younger brother. He was like, I mean, today it was kind of pleasant, not that hot here. I'm in Delhi at home, and so it was kind of raining last night, and a tree fell in my car on my car. So of course it's saved somehow, but yeah. So he was like early in the morning, okay, let's. I want to sit there in AC, and I told him that it's important to go through and experience all the weathers. It's important for the body because few parts of the body gets strong, get their strength through the heat, and few parts of the body get their strength through the cold. So all weathers are necessary. You don't need to, always compensate all the weathers and make it this thing. Go through for some time, and when it like feels like really hot that you cannot tolerate it, then go sit in the heat. But otherwise, and then he was like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. He's a young chap, like 10 years, but if you speak logic to him, it makes sense to him, he would like immediately do that. So, good. Yeah. So how is your preparation going on?
good. Yeah, I've got my visa very quickly, my passport very quickly. So
Synchronicity, all are the signs.
yeah. So yeah, and I'm just writing my list of everything that I need to bring because I don't really travel very lightly.
No worries.
Yeah.
So we will be sending a message in detailing what all things to bring when you come to the training here and how everything will go. So maybe in a couple of days, maybe on Tuesday, we will send out a message to everyone. All right. Still more people are joining, and so, but still, so we will send out the message, and it's super easy. And anyway, all the signs are saying that, hey, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's amazing. Vivian also from Germany, she applied for a visa and she just got it immediately, like
Yeah.
within 12 hours. And she was like, okay. It was good. Yeah, it was nice.
Obviously meant to be.
When when you are, this is beautiful because this is how we learn the language of life and synchronicity, that when you're really on the path of your own evolution and you get those signs from life or universe, that it's more like red carpet. And of course life takes the exam also, that if you are really committed to it, so it will give you sometimes some irritation, but mostly if you cross that, it would be kind of red carpet. And it is like that, yeah, you are on the right path to come to know about it. Okay. So the key is just to focus on the bigger purpose and to ignore the smaller things, and then everything becomes beautiful. So like that.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Okay, who all are there? Let me just check. Hello, Charul. Hi, Tanvi. Hey, Kanika. Hello, Jivile. Everybody is there. Yeah. Who wants to ask some questions? Please, we can start. Do you have any question ever?
Not so far.
All good.
I don't.
So, Eva, let me introduce Eva to the Sangha. So, she has inherited one Sufi center from her family 250 years. Yeah, it's a 250-year-old or what?
350. Yeah.
350-year-old Sufi center. This is so amazing, huh? And now she has
Yes.
integrated yoga also in that, and more meditations now from this training, and maybe we will go and have some training there also in Albania. It is something beautiful, huh? And in Albania, actually, many people are actually waking up for meditation and other things. It's little late and slow, but yeah, now it's happening more. So all the countries from Eastern and Southeast Europe, I see now people are getting more and more interested in them. So it's really nice opportunity to tell people about the real things. Good one. So yeah, and you have also completed the Sufi training, no? With me, or it's going on?
I'm almost done. The thing is that I want to go slowly because I want not only to just go zip through, I want to think through all things. And there is a lot of details that every time I go over again, there's something new that pops up. So
yes,
all my trainings, I do them very slowly because I want really to understand. So
yes. And that happened. The more you go through over and over again, you will get new understanding and new depth. So it's all good. Yeah. Wonderful. Good. So, yeah, tell me, what is the, I mean, did you see your grandparents or somebody who were like actively involved in running the Sufi center, and they were doing some markabas, like some meditations?
So the Sufi Center, actually, that is the first woman in the world who has gotten the title dervish.
Oh, who?
There are
Your who?
right.
Who was that?
Hatija, the lady that is buried, Dervish Hatija. Dervish Hatija,
Yeah.
she's the first woman in the world that has gotten the title dervish, which means enlightened, for her service to the humanity during the times of plague, the pandemics of plague. She helped a lot of people during that time. And then because she had so much when she was alive, that is how people were coming to her grave after she passed away. And that is a tradition family. Actually, it is a family. It is very interesting. It is the family of my husband. But the wives who come in, they inherit the spiritual place. It's not the people of the family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is a women. It's very interesting. It is a women's center. It's not run by men. It's run by women. The women of the family. Yeah, it's very interesting.
I mean, this is very interesting and also unusual, and I'm happy listening to this. This is something very good. Very nice.
Yeah, it's and throughout the whole times there have been only 2 women that have gotten the title dervish. And this second woman, I think she was in the last century. So Dervish Hatija, she was 350 years ago, but this other woman, I think, probably she has passed away now.
Good. So our next dervish is you. Next to the humanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I am sure. I have no doubt.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to work hard.
So, of course, there are very beautiful female Sufi saints. Like there was one very beautiful Sufi saint named Rabia. You know about her?
No.
In Baghdad.
I want to.
She was all about, I think she was in Baghdad or Turkey. I'm not really sure right now, but I feel she was in Baghdad, Rabia. And she was in that time when there were many other famous Sufi saints. There was another famous Sufi saint was Hassan. So Hassan. So very famous. Yeah. And Rabia and Hassan were like kind of friends. They were, because they were at the same time, so they used to come and meet each other and discuss. And it was opposite. So Hassan, it's a very interesting story that Hassan was a very heart-oriented person. So he was all about love and surrender and dedication and praising God and very heart-oriented, right? Like the path of devotion in India, bhaktas. So Hassan was like that. Being a male, it was unusual for him. And Rabia, on the contrary, was all about mindfulness and too much awareness and oneness and, like direct oneness and direct realization, right? She was not very, mm, praising God. She said, okay, it's all one, I am that, right? So she was very much on the path of mindfulness, like hardcore, uh, deep meditator, like a Buddha in India. So, and there were many famous stories about when they meet. And there's another very famous story that once Hassan came to visit Rabia, and Rabia asked Hassan to sit inside the home, and she went out of the home and she started looking for something like on the ground. And Hassan asked her that, what are you doing? So she said that I have lost one of my needle. So I'm looking for that. So he said that, okay, I mean, it's a small thing. Maybe you cannot find it. So I will come and I will also help you. So he also started looking for the needle on the ground. And after a while, I mean, they could not find it. So Hassan said that, why, can you just tell me exactly where you think it is fallen off? So she said, oh, it is fallen off inside the house. So Hassan laughed that, why you are then, searching it outside. So Rabia said, but that's exactly what you do. Also, when Allah is inside, you try to find him outside. And as you cannot find the needle outside because it was never fallen outside, you will not find Allah outside or God outside because it is not outside. So if you understand this, that you need to find needle where it is, why don't you understand this with your connection with God? And Hassan was like, oh my God, I mean, this is the lesson I need to learn. And so such was Rabia. She was such a rebellious lady. And there were really many, many beautiful stories about her and how simply she used to teach these lessons to these people. And Hassan used to be a very famous saint that time. He used to have his own big following. But Rabia gave him such profound teaching. It's such simple example. Yeah. There were many Sufi stories which are really very inspiring, and these guys were like amazing mystics. They used to keep doing such strange things to give some messages. Yeah. So, anybody wants to have any question? Ask any question? Tanvi, how is? Yeah, Joy. I'll come back to you, Tanvi. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
No
I have
problem.
one question, but it's a funny question. It's going to ask, does the ego ever disappear?
Well, ego never disappears.
Okay.
But ego, and that is why awareness or mindfulness is very important thing. So ego goes back into your dormant mode, but it cannot die. So disappear means I would take it as if you're feeling that can it die? It never dies. Because ego is the essence of your physical being. And consciousness is essence of your real being, your true being. Right. So whenever you connect with your physical being and you start to get affected by how your physical being is getting affected by the world, essentially what gets affected inside you is your ego. It's a little deep. Anyway, you are coming here, so you're going to learn and understand all these things in much detail now. But it's a very beautiful question. So what happens that ego never dies, but with the help of awareness, we can keep it at its level. We can keep the check on it. We can allow it to be at that level where it does not disturb you or it does not harm your path or your growth. So we can keep a check on it. But the moment awareness goes, even for a slightest of the moment, like, one part of a moment also, if your awareness goes, ego will throw some idea in your mind or some thought or some feeling or some emotion or some sensation that it will create the path for ego to come back. And that one idea, if you give space to that one idea, then it creates space for another idea, then another, then another, then another. And you don't come to know when you are getting trapped by the ego again. Right. So that's why Lord Krishna in India, he said that a yogi never sleeps. Now that means that a yogi is the one who is all aware, who knows what's happening inside and outside. And sleep means that doesn't mean that his body doesn't sleep. A body sleeps, but the consciousness is always awake. So there is no single moment's holiday or off from your awareness once you are on this path. Because if you say, now I don't want to be aware for 30 minutes, all right, your ego will have great party in that 30 minutes. And that 30 minutes will ruin your maybe 30 hours or 30 days or 30 years or maybe 30 lifetimes. You never know. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So awareness becomes the essential tool, and also it becomes very easy because then it becomes your true nature. That you live with awareness so that you can live your true consciousness, your true being. As I said, that ego is the essence of your physical being, which is built by identification because you need some identity in this world of matrix to live in. Ego is essence of that. And consciousness is as an essence of your true being, which is beyond all the identifications and associations, which is your true you, which is not related with only this body, which is related with your whole journey of existence. Since the time your being or your soul or your consciousness is there and traveling and growing and evolving, right? And awareness is the vehicle for that, right? So you call it awareness, you call it mindfulness, you call it vipassana also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Thanks.
Welcome. Next question, please. So once aware person, always aware person. Once a yogi, always a yogi. Once a meditator, always a meditator. Right? You cannot say, okay, today is Sunday off. I am not a yogi anymore. No, then you are a yogi even in the darkest of the places or even of the most of those kind of places which can trap you or entangle you. But with your awareness, you don't get trapped. A yogi, when it will go to a disco to party, again, it will remain a yogi. A yogi, when it will go in the crowd, it will remain a yogi. Yogi, when it will go to some social functions and social gatherings, again, he will remain a yogi. So the life of awareness brings you a stage, an empowerment where you can remain involved yet unattached. And that's the key. So you don't need to worry about because there's another path. I mean, many people on the name of being detached, that I don't want to remain attached, they become fearful of attachments, and because of that they try to run away from their duties, from their connections. Two things: duties and connections. No, you should never do that. Keep doing your duties without being a doer. Remain connected with people, with things, whatever, whenever it's required. It's beautiful. Remain involved in everything, whatever you need to do, wherever you need to do, howsoever you need to do. And remain unattached. Be free, even when you're involved. You know, it is like when you do a job in some company and you are a good worker, right? You do good job. And the company is getting into losses. You know about it. But still the company pays you your salary on time. So you do your work, you get your salary, but you don't bother about how company is doing because that's not your job, because you are not the owner of the company. You are just an employee, right? So you remain involved, but yet not remain attached. Because you know, okay, if tomorrow they will fire me, I will find some another job because my work is to do the job. My work is not to do the business. So I am involved in my job. I am not attached with the business. So it's a very good example. Similarly, in life, we can apply the same formula in simple things. Remain involved whenever and wherever you need to, yet remain free. So your doer will not take charge because doer is essentially ego. And you will do all the work with your awareness, with best of your capacity, but you will remain free. Right? Good. Yes, Tanvi, do you want to say something?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Wow. I should be saying this that I'm going really slow with the course, but I'm taking my time because I feel I'm getting a lot of clarity in terms of what I have to do because I'm just finishing the chakras part. But with that, I feel there's a lot of clarity, lot of stability in me coming in. So that's why I want to go a little slow, so that yes, so I'm waiting for the next part now. So could you give some clarity on what will be included in the Goa program?
Goa program, you are in Goa, you can actually come.
Yes. So whether it's residential or we could just move.
Yeah, it is residential normally, but I mean, I don't know where do you live in Goa?
In Panchim.
Oh, it's not that far.
Yeah, Goa, nothing is far.
Yeah, Goa, everything is far. Yeah, maybe around 1 hour of drive, I think, to Mandrim. I am in Mandrim, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we speak about that, no problem. We will see how to do. That's essentially for the spiritual growth booster program is actually the practice program for what you learn. But lots of, it's a different format. I can explain you later more about it on call.
Okay.
But by that time, you will be able to finish 200 hours, maybe. We will see.
Yes.
No problem. We will see.
Okay.
No problems.
Okay.
And what is that you have learned during the training which is helping you in life greatly? Share that thing.
I would just want to say that a lot of clarity is coming in.
She got disconnected. Anyway, she'll come back. Yes, Charul, how are you doing?
Swamiji, pranam Swamiji.
Pranam ji.
I'm going well. Yes, मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ और can I talk to you in Hindi?
Yeah, you can. But let Tanvi complete first and then I'll talk to you. Okay?
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
just got
Yeah, no
disconnected.
problem, Tanvi. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was speaking on clarity as to how there are insights coming in, like how I have to progress in what I'm doing. So, which anyways they were a part of my meditation experiences, but I feel there is more clarity now in terms of as we say, like the chakras being cleansed or balanced. I don't know what to say, but there is more clarity. I was a person who, like, I used to get these insights, but I didn't have that confidence to put it out in this world. So it that was the biggest challenge for me. But now I feel I'm sort of overcoming that, and I'm trying to bring out whatever those ideas are to a platform. So I feel this has helped me in overcoming certain challenges which I faced, like my personal nature. So I had few inhibitions. So that I think I'm trying to overcome all that. So this course is helping me with that. Yes.
Good. So you're happy seeing yourself progressing?
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. Well, growth is one thing, but sustaining the growth is another thing. Right? It is similar to that. Once you create something beautiful, it's great, and to maintain the beauty of it and over the period of time, enhancing that beauty is another different aspect of work, right? And that's very important. So whatever you're learning, wherever you feel that you have got the benefit, you have got the insight, you have grown, you have got the empowerment, keep it inside you, make it part of your life. Don't miss it anytime. That's very, very, very important.
Yes.
Because the longer you will live with those higher level of energy, the stronger they will become inside you. It is like that you are the space you are providing to that energy, and that energy is like a seed, and the seed itself is very beautiful. Imagine how beautiful would be the fruit of it. So give it some time, nurture it inside you. You are the ground, you are the garden for that. Right? And that's very important. Okay? So everybody, we got very excited about our growth. And I've seen this really. We get very excited about our growth. We get very excited about the empowerment we receive. We get very excited about the new capabilities we are gaining. And we become very happy. We become excited. We announce so many things. And then in some days, because you don't sustain your awareness about it, the ego comes back and it takes you back to its traps. The mind traps start to come back again. So growth is one thing, to sustain the growth is another thing. And the best way to sustain the growth is to keep growing. Right. You, as I just said, that you cannot take any holiday from awareness. So don't only feel that, oh, now I have got this. Now don't take it for granted, right? Just keep growing. Simple. Keep nurturing yourself, your true values, your true being, and you will see that slowly, it will bring an amazing level of truthfulness inside you. And the moment you will get that truthfulness, that would be your platform where nobody can shake you off, because that truthfulness will bring an amazing fearlessness inside you. You will not be fearful of any other thing outside the world. And then it will remove all the duality and hidden hypocrisies. And you will become very transparent, very pure, just like a saint, that what you believe in, what you feel, you live that. And not only preach that, but don't live that and live whatever is comfortable to the society. No. You know, that truthfulness is very important, because that is sustaining your growth. And if you don't do that, then you again get back to your mental patterns, mind traps, previous habits, all those things come back. And your ego keep giving you this idea that, oh, now you have grown up, now you are aware, now you are having better energy. So your ego keep giving you this idea, and you feel like, yeah, but ultimately you go back to your old patterns, and you live your old patterns with more power, because you are trapped by the mind that your ego is giving you the idea that, oh, now you are spiritual, now you are meditator, now you are cool. So whatever you are doing, you will get more just spiritual justification of that. Okay, it's a trap which happens. So our job is to remain pure, remain transparent, remain authentic, remain truthful, and keep growing. Right? That is
Very
nurturing
true.
that
Yeah.
seed to get the tree out of it, or the plant out of it, and get the flower of it. Right? Very important. So wonderful. So this is for everybody, that on the path of growth, this is a danger. We all fail. I mean, this danger is everywhere, even on the path of growth or no. It's because the moment ego is there in the normal life, it will give its traps. Normally, people live in the trap. You also have recognized lots of your mental mind traps. You are crossing them. You are breaking out of them. You are becoming free of them. But what I say is that hold it on. Don't do it for short time. Do it permanently in your life. That's very important. Right? And then you will be proud of. When you will know, then you will automatically come to know that one day you don't even need to think about it. You don't need to practice awareness or mindfulness. You just become that. You don't need to think, or you don't need to do anything extra to remain aware. You are just aware. I mean, then there will not be any possibility that you become unaware any moment. That time comes, but you have to nurture the growth inside you. Right? It takes some time, but it's a beautiful journey. If you find it beautiful right now, the simple growth, no, when you actually become permanently established in your awareness, and nothing can shake you, how beautiful that would be. And this happens. Right? So after a point, the journey starts to become from practicing awareness to being the awareness. Everything what you're practicing right now, or learning or understanding, once all that becomes your being, part of you, you become that, then nobody or nothing can take it away from you. All right? And that should be our aim and target, right? That should be where we should aim to reach. Okay? Good. Yes, Charul, tell me what you were saying.
Yes.
आप हिंदी में बोल सकती हैं.
Yes, thank you, गुरु जी. बस ऐसा मैं कुछ स्पेशल कहना नहीं चाह रही थी. बस मेडिटेशन बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, बहुत मजा आ रहा है, बहुत मतलब आनंद बहुत अच्छे से है. एक चीज मेरे साथ थोड़ी सी इस बार गड़बड़ ये हुई थी कि वैसे मुझे गुस्सा नहीं आता है, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम नहीं आता है, लेकिन एक बार आया तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि वो गुस्सा आने के बाद वो तो चला गया, लेकिन वो फुल डे और होल नाइट मुझे परेशान करती रही वो एनर्जी बहुत ज्यादा. उससे निकलने में मुझे बहुत दिक्कत हुई. तब मैंने फील किया कि कहीं ना कहीं मैं लैकिंग हूँ.
चलिए, बहुत अच्छा सवाल है, और ये कई लोगों को मदद भी करेगा. So Charol is actually talking about that everything is going good and she is doing her meditations. It's all working nicely. But one day she experienced a great wave of anger, and after that, I mean, normally she doesn't get angry, but that day she got angry, and after that it took her lots of time to come back, and she felt guilty also or something, or no, she did not feel good about it for a long time. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, hello.
Hello, we are losing you.
Abhi,
Yes.
just a second.
Yeah, probably he'll come back.
Maybe network poor connectivity is there.
Yeah, I think we lost Devam. Probably he's gonna come back.
Yes, yes. Now it is all right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, everybody's back. Good. So, so she felt not good after she felt angry. After that, it took her entire day to, she kept feeling bad about it. So how to deal with this situation? So ये बहुत अच्छा प्रश्न है क्योंकि ये कईयों के काम आएगा. तो पहली बात तो जो भी चीज हो रही है हमें उससे लड़ना नहीं है. तो अगर गुस्सा भी आ रहा है तो उससे लड़ना नहीं है. अब क्या करना है फिर गुस्से से? गुस्से में भी थोड़ी चेतना डाल देनी है. चेतना कैसे डालोगे गुस्से में? ऐसे डालोगे तो पहले समझोगे कि गुस्सा आ क्यों रहा है. ज्यादातर गुस्सा इस वजह से आता है कि कोई चीज जो गड़बड़ हो रही होती है हमारे को उसको रोकने की जल्दी होती है. हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमें वो नुकसान होने से बचाना है. अगर तो वो आपके किसी अहंकार के कारण नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि अहंकार के कारण का गुस्सा तो अलग है. किसी ने आपको कुछ बुरा भला कहा और आपने उस पर गुस्सा आ गया, वो एक अलग बात. पर आपके नॉर्मली जो आप नॉर्मल एक घर में नॉर्मली गुस्सा इसलिए आता है क्योंकि कुछ नुकसान हो रहा है और आपने उस चीज को करा. तो पहली बात तो जब गुस्सा आ ही गया है, जो भी हो ही गया है, तो उसमें थोड़ी सी चेतना डालो. क्या डालो कि भैया सीधे सा जो काम आपको करना है, चाहे आप गुस्से से ही करवा रही हो, जैसे ही वो काम हुआ गुस्सा खत्म. क्योंकि गुस्सा केवल एक टूल था, है ना. उसके बाद वो गुस्सा आपको किसी को नीचा दिखाने के लिए, किसी को सबक सिखाने के लिए करना. वो गुस्सा आपको केवल वो नुकसान रोकने के लिए या काम करने के लिए करना है. और अगर उतना तक किया और उसके बाद खत्म हो गया तो फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. उसके बाद फिर आप सोचो कि अब मैं इसको और बेहतर तरीके से कैसे कर सकती थी, है ना. क्या मेरे को उतना गुस्सा होने की जरूरत थी, या थोड़ा शांति से भी किया जा सकता था. आपको पता चलेगा. आपको लगेगा कि नहीं ये सही था तो कोई बात नहीं, फिर गिल्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. और आपको लगेगा कि नहीं अगली बार मैं थोड़ा बेहतर कर सकती हूँ, तो अगली बार थोड़ा बेहतर करना, चेतना उसमें चली जाएगी, है ना. तो जो भी हो रहा है हमें उसको ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है कॉन्शियसनेस में, चैतन्य स्वरूप में, चेतना में. हमें उससे लड़ना नहीं है, हमें उसे दबाना नहीं है, हमें उसे खत्म भी नहीं करना. सब चीज ऊर्जा है. गुस्सा भी ऊर्जा है जो वो काम करा देता है जो कई बार होते नहीं है. गांधी जी ने गुस्से के चक्कर में देश आजाद करा दिया, ऐसा कहते हैं, है ना. वो भी तो ऊर्जा है, इसका मालिक बनना है. ठीक है, गुस्से को अपना मालिक बनने दोगे तो फिर गड़बड़ होगी. गुस्से का मालिक रहो, तो उससे काम करवाओ, उसके बाद उसे शांत मस्ती, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो सामने वाला जिसको गुस्सा दिखा रहे हो वो भी, उसको भी आराम मिलेगा कि हाँ ठीक है. ठीक है, आई बात समझ में?
जी जी.
So the answer for that is about the anger is that anger is also a kind of energy. Now the thing is that we don't need to, as I say, that meditation for me is the path where it is end of all the struggles, right? So whatever is already happened, we don't need to struggle with it. What we need to do is we need to put some awareness into it. So if you already got angry, the anger is already there, the force of energy is already there. Put some awareness into that. Know why you are getting angry. Usually, I mean, apart from if somebody is disrespecting you or your ego is getting hurt and it because of ego you are getting angry, that is something different. that will get settled as you will grow, as you will evolve as a meditative being. But another side of anger is that normally when you see that some loss is happening or something wrong is happening and you want to stop it quickly, and you get angry just to stop it. Now, in that kind of anger, because that was the case with Charul, in that kind of anger, your purpose is not to disrespect anybody or teach somebody some lesson or your ego satisfaction. Your purpose is to stop the loss or something wrong, whatever is happening. So even if you're showing anger, but if you infuse some awareness into that, if you remember why you're getting the anger, what is the purpose of it, and once you show it, once you get the thing done, once everything is done, settled, or the loss you wanted to stop is stopped, the anger should be gone. Because the anger was not there purposelessly, it was there for purposeful act. So you focus on your purposeful act, get it done, and then the anger should not be there. But what happened, even if once you complete the task or you accomplish what you needed to do, still you continue with the anger, because then it goes to showing the other person a lower thing or teaching some lesson to other, because then it gets to your ego. But if you infuse some awareness to it, it will not go to your ego, it will do its job, and then it's gone, it's finished. And other person will also feel okay that, oh, it's okay, now this person has nothing against me in his heart or her heart, now it's all clean, it was just for a purpose. And then you can explain that, see, this was happening and that is why I was asking you, maybe I was loud, maybe I was rude, but this is what I was doing. And once this will happen, what you will do, first you will be able to control your anger, that means you will be knowing when to stop it. Second, it is not troubling you, and then you can contemplate onto entire situation again, that could you handle it in a better way, and then you will get some idea that yes, I could have handled it in much better or refined way. Then next time try that. If you don't get any idea that no, this was the best possible way right now, great, no problem, do it, but finish it. At least be that much master of your anger that you need to know when to stop it, right? So that it does not have any after effect. That's the first step, because anger is also a force, an energy. We learn to transform it, we learn to be master of it so that we can use it in a better manner. And as you will evolve in your consciousness, as you will become more restful inside you, as you will become more calm inside you, you will know how to handle it in much better way. So every time it will change. And one fine day you will say, all right, I don't need to struggle anymore. But that is dangerous, because sometimes with some people, till the time you keep struggling, that means you keep connected with them. The moment one day comes when you say, oh, I don't want to struggle with you at all, you do whatever you want to do in your life, that means you don't want to remain connected with that person. You are kind of becoming tired of it. It's okay. So you need to see exactly what you need to do. Whatever you do, my message is to remain aware of it, to remain master of it, to know what you're doing and to know why you're doing it, so that you know when to stop and what not to do, right? Because everybody care about what to do and where to start, but you also need to know, master
Where to
knows
stop. Yes.
where to stop and what not to do, right? And then you're your master. That is the conscious life, right? Good. Good, Charul. Nice question. Anybody has any other question?
Swamiji, can I ask another question?
यस बोलिए।
एक्चुअली इन दिनों मैं ध्यान कर रही हूँ, तो मेरा अभी शायद मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है मैं नाद नाद सुन पा रही हूँ। तो वो लेकिन काफी टाइम से है। अब मैं उसमें आगे बढ़ना चाहती हूँ, लेकिन मतलब कभी कभी साउंड चेंज होता है, लेकिन वो बहुत ज्यादा आगे मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रही हूँ उसमें।
तुम्हें ध्यान में आगे बढ़ना है या नाद में आगे बढ़ना है?
मुझे ध्यान में आगे बढ़ना है, ध्यान से मतलब
तो फिर
वो
तुम्हें
रिलेट
किसने
कर।
बोला कि तुम्हारे को नाद में आगे बढ़ने की जरूरत है?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे और जानना है, और जानना है, ऐसा करके
किस
मतलब
चीज के
अंदर
बारे
से
में?
ऐसे आता है।
किस चीज के बारे में
अ,
जानना है?
अंदर मतलब बहुत सारी जो साउंड आता है, इंटरनल साउंड अजीब सा मतलब फील कर पाती हूँ मैं, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे और
तुम्हें
जानना है
साउंड
इसके
के
बारे
बारे
में।
में ज्यादा जानना है, या तुम्हें ध्यान के बारे में जानना है, या तुम्हें अपने बारे में जानना है? तुम्हें पहले क्लैरिटी लानी है। ये सब फालतू के दिमाग के आइडियाज हैं।
अच्छा।
ठीक है। तुम ध्यान के मार्ग पे हो, तुम अपनी ग्रोथ के मार्ग पे हो, तुम अपने उत्थान के मार्ग पे हो, है ना? तो तुम्हें
हम्म।
सिर्फ एक ही चीज जाननी है, अपने स्वयं के बारे में, कि मेरे
अच्छा।
भीतर ये जो नाटक चलता है, ये जो ड्रामा चलता है, ये जो प्रपंच चलता है, ये जो आइडियाज आते हैं जो मेरे को भटकाते हैं कि आज नाद के बारे में जानो, आज उस तंत्र के बारे में जानो, आज उस मंत्र के बारे में जानो, आज इसके बारे में जानो, आज उसके बारे में जानो, तुम्हें
हम्म।
इससे क्या मतलब है? तुम तो अपना फोकस
अच्छा।
क्लियर रखो ना, कि अगर तो मेरे को समाधि को उपलब्ध होना है, या मेरे को अगर ध्यान को उपलब्ध होना है, या बुद्धत्व को उपलब्ध होना है, तो मेरे को केवल उसके बारे में जानना है। मेरे को मतलब नहीं है मेरे रास्ता किस रास्ते पहुंचे,
अच्छा।
है ना? तुम्हें नाद के बारे में क्यों जानना है? तुम्हें तो जानना है कि तुम्हें ये देखना है कि तुम्हारे भीतर चेतना बढ़ रही है कि नहीं बढ़ रही है, ग्रोथ हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है। रास्ते में हजारों चीजें आती हैं, और आती हैं और जाती हैं।
हाँ हाँ।
उनको आने देना चाहिए और उनको जाने देना चाहिए। अगर पकड़
अच्छा।
के बैठोगे तो फिर पता चला गलत रास्ते चल दिए। जैसे हमारे को एक शहर से
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
दूसरे शहर जाना है ना?
हम्म
एक
हम्म
एक शहर से दूसरे शहर जाना है। अब वो एक
हम्म
शहर से दूसरे शहर जाने के लिए कोई डायरेक्ट ट्रेन नहीं है, ये डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट नहीं है। तो हम क्या करते
हम्म
हैं, बीच की एक जगह तक एक फ्लाइट लेते हैं, उस फ्लाइट
हम्म।
में बैठे ही नहीं रहते क्योंकि वो दूसरे डायरेक्शन में जा रही है। हम वहां उतर जाते हैं, वहां पे हम दूसरी फ्लाइट लेते हैं।
एग्जैक्टली।
अब
हाँ
हम कहें
हाँ।
ये फ्लाइट तो बड़ी अच्छी है, हमें तो इसी में ही बैठे रहना है, तो आप बैठे रहिए, आपको अच्छा भी लगेगा, पर आप अपने
ओके।
डेस्टिनेशन पे नहीं पहुंचेंगे, आप फ्लाइट में ही अड़े रहेंगे। तो आपको फ्लाइट में अटकना है या डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचना है?
जी।
समझे?
सही। हाँ।
ये सब दिमाग के खेल है। बहुत चीजें
अच्छा
आएंगी,
अच्छा।
बहुत चीजें जाएंगी, बहुत सिद्धियां भी आती हैं, चली आती हैं, और बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि ध्यान आपको सरल बनाता है, सहज बनाता है। आपको सिद्ध बनना है या आपको ध्यानी बनना है, ये दो अलग बातें हैं,
ओके।
है ना? असली सिद्धि
हम्म।
सिर्फ अपने को साधने में है, उससे बड़ी कोई सिद्धि नहीं है। अदरवाइज दिमाग तो बहुत भटकाएगा, आज ये चीज कर लो, आज वो कर लो, आज ये वाली ताकत ले लो,
नहीं
आज वो ताकत ले लो।
जी।
क्यों?
आज नहीं, आप सही कह रहे हैं स्वामी जी। पता है हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं तो बीच में काफी सारे ये जब आता है तो मन करता है उसमें
बिल्कुल।
जाते जाए जाते जाए।
तो वही तो स्पिरिचुअल ईगो है, वही तो अहंकार है, वो तो भटका देगा।
हाँ।
ऐसा लगेगा तुमको कि रास्ते पे आगे बढ़ते आ रहे हो, पर आगे पहुंच के दीवार मिलेगी, फिर वापस आना पड़ेगा,
ओके।
फिर सही रास्ते जाना पड़ेगा। तो इसीलिए तो पहले दिन पहला सूत्र मेरा क्या है, पूरी मेरी पहली क्लास, सिंपल प्योर डिवाइन। तो सिंपल रहो, प्योर रहो, तभी डिवाइन होगा, है ना? वो सूत्र को हमेशा याद रखना है। और ये सब भटकाव हैं जो हमें हमारी सिंप्लिसिटी, हमारी सहजता से दूर ले जाते हैं। ठीक है।
लेकिन ये भी ध्यान के समय ही मिलता है, तो फिर इसको हम
तो ठीक है
मतलब।
ना, तो जो जितना मिल रहा है उसको मिले, तो हो सकता है इतना ही मिलना हो, उसके बाद कुछ और मिलना हो। सबसे अल्टीमेट ध्यान होता
हाँ।
है शून्यता। ये सारी चीज उसमें घुस जाती है, खत्म हो जाती है, समाहित हो जाती है। परम शून्यता ही असली ध्यान का अनुभव है। जब तक कुछ भी हो रहा है जो हमारे सेंसेस को एक्टिवेट कर रहा है, तो एक्चुअली भटकाव है
हम्म
ना, चित्त
हम्म।
वृत्तियों को बढ़ा रहे हैं ना वो।
हाँ।
प्लस चित्त वृत्ति निरोधा। अब वो चित्त वृत्ति निरोधा हमें ऑटोमेटिक होने देना है, हमें
जी जी जी।
दबाना नहीं है, पर हमें अंदर से
हाँ।
प्यूरिफिकेशन करना है, जिससे वो खत्म हो जाए, या उसकी जरूरत ही ना पड़े, या अगर आए भी तो हम उसमें फंसे नहीं।
अच्छा
कोई अगर
ठीक
चीज
ठीक।
आए, आप बाजार से निकलते हैं, बहुत सारे पकवान पड़े हैं सामने, अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है पकवान में, तो वो पकवान आपको फंसा थोड़ी रहे हैं। तो चित्त वृत्तियां आती रहेंगी, पर अगर आप उनसे
हाँ।
आजाद हो गए तो आपको फंसा ही नहीं पाएंगी। समझे?
ओके,
वही
तो
तो
ठीक है,
असली
इन सब
योग
में
है।
इन्वॉल्व नहीं होना है। जी जी जी।
जो सहज होता है होने दो, अपने भीतर ध्यान दो कि मैं ज्यादा चैतन्य हो रही हूँ नहीं हो रही हूँ, ज्यादा होश से भर रही हूँ कि नहीं भर रही हूँ। बस वही एक यार्डस्टिक है ग्रोथ की, इसके अलावा कोई और पैमाना नहीं है ग्रोथ का।
हाँ हाँ,
ठीक है,
ठीक 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 स्वामी जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद स्वामी जी।
So it was a very interesting question of Charul. So she spoke about that she started to listen to some sounds. We call that nada, some organic sound when she just start to meditate, and she wants to know more about those sounds, or she wants to go more deeper on those sounds. And then I asked her that, what do you want to go deep into a path of meditation or knowing these sounds? Because so she said that it's basically for meditation. So I said, then why are you trying to define that through sound you will start to get into your path of meditation? Your path of meditation is very clean and simple. With your awareness, with your growth, you come to know that you are growing in the right direction. And when you grow in the right direction, these things happen. Many special things come. Your intuition increases, your clairvoyance capacity increases, you get clairaudience also, you get to get so many different things. They will come and they will go also. That's not your destiny, that's not your destination, that's not your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal is your own growth, your own absolute oneness. And final space of meditativeness is also of absolute nothingness, where all these stimulants of senses get dissolved and nothing else remains. And you became permanent, absolute restfulness and oneness inside you. And that peace nobody can shake. But if you try to listen to some sound, if you try to do something else, if you try to gain some special powers, ultimately they will trap you and you will remain trapped in that. These things come on the way because sometime I gave her an example that maybe when we need to go to from one city to another city, one destination to another destination, sometimes we don't have a direct flight to it. We need to take 2 flights or 3 flights, right? So we take one flight to one of the city, and then we get down there to take another flight. We don't get in love with that particular flight only, that, oh, this flight is very good, I'll just keep sitting in that. Okay, you can do that and you can enjoy the flight, but then it will take you some other destination, not to your destination. But once you remember that where is your destination, where you are heading towards, where you need to go, you take all these experiences on the path of meditation as those vehicles for short distance. And then you need to change your flight. You need to get onto another flight, then maybe onto another flight to reach your final destination. You don't need to get in love with the vehicle. You need to focus on your destination. You need to enjoy the vehicle. Till the time you are in any flight, you enjoy that. You be thankful to that. You feel gratitude to that, but not get trapped by it, not get attached to it. And that is what many people do. For example, in India, of course, we see many things. If somebody wears some kind of, say, the stone on their finger, or if they do some practice and they keep doing it for their life without realizing whether it is doing good for them or not, they develop another fear to leave them. They don't know whether something is doing good to them or not, but they get into this fear that since we are doing it for so many years, and now if we leave it, it will do some harm. And they keep doing it. That is, that technique or that practice or that ritual or that belief has trapped you for life. And I have seen this happening even at my home also. In all the families, people do some kind of vrat, some kind of birth, some kind of ritual, and then they get trapped in it. If something is doing good to you, great, beautiful, continue doing it for life or till the time it is doing good to you. But keep checking. And when you are doing it out of fear or compulsion or greed, all these three things, fear, compulsion, or greed, it's not good, because we are on the path of absolute freedom. And if you get trapped by the tools of freedom, that is the biggest mess you can create for yourself, right? So be focused on your purity of path, on your simplicity of path. If something comes, allow it to come. If something goes, allow it to go. You are there as it is. Nothing matters to you. That's your purity, right? Good. Thank you. Anybody has any other question? Last question? All right. So now we'll just sit in meditation for 10 minutes and then we finish the sit straight, eyes closed. Feel that there is a very beautiful space inside you, in the depths of your being, which is absolutely empty. It is pure nothingness. It does not need anything. It is beautiful the way it is. It is very powerful and strong. Nothing can change it, nothing can finish it, because it is absolute nothingness. Shunyata. Just feel connected with this space. Feel that the space is filling up your entire body. Just sit with it. Slowly take 3 deep breaths. Move your fingers and toes. Rub your hands together. Place them on your eyes. Gently open your eyes. Rub the hands on your back, on your face and on your body. And come back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Such
you.
wonderful questions today. It was very nice. Nice to see you all. See you again soon.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you, Devam.
Thank you.
Have a good,
Bhante.
conscious, full of consciousness days, full of happiness, and live, laugh. Give me a
You too.
hug. Good. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.